Celestia is with us in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, how are you?
Great.
Good.
My question is, my husband and I just paid off our student loan.
Great.
And we have one debt left. We owe $10,000 to Wells Fargo. My husband has called them 3 times and offered to settle at 20%, but they're refusing that. They 40%. I'm wondering, is it reasonable to hold out for 20%, or should we settle at 40% and pay it off today?
Okay, so how old is the debt?
It's about 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
You've not paid on it in 6 years?
I think, actually, we have paid on it within that time, but I don't know the details. My husband's taking care of it. I'm calling for him because he can't call today.
Okay.
So he has more of the details, but this is...
I mean, how long do you think it's been since they've gotten any money from you?
Maybe 4 years.
A long time. Was it a credit card?
Yeah, yes.
And you offered them $2,000 and they came back and said $4,000?
Correct.
Just a one phone conversation?
Three calls.
In the last 2 weeks?
Probably the last 3 months.
3 months. And you have $4,000?
Yes.
Okay. If you can get it in writing, I'd take care of it. But the offer must be in writing.
Okay.
And
all right.
I don't think you're dealing with Wells Fargo. If it's a 4-year-old debt, they have sold it to a debt buyer, and that's who you're dealing with, who probably paid a nickel on the dollar for it. And you're offering them 40 cents on, or they're offering you 40 cents on the dollar. But if you've got the money and you can clear the debt, there's no shame in that. It's not a bad thing. Be sure before you give them any money you have in writing that says this $4,000 settles this debt in full. All obligations after that are zero. Okay? And do not give them electronic access to your checking account when you're settling a debt.
Okay. All right. I have one more quick question. Is that okay?
Sure.
So when we get this paid off, we will be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if it's okay to pause between baby steps 2 and 3. Is that normal? And take all the money we've been using for the debt snowball and splurge a little, or should we just roll it right into?
I would do that. I would do that only after you get your emergency fund in place, because if you splurge a little and you have a transmission go out on your car, you're screwed. And then the splurging would look stupid.
Okay. What about vacations? Like just to pay
I would
for
not.
gas
I would not do
to go to a
vacations.
family reunion or
I
something
would
like
not
that.
do vacations. I would not splurge. I would not whine. I would finish and have an emergency fund, because it's going to bite you, kiddo. And you can do whatever you want to do. You're grown-ups. I mean, you're allowed to do. You're legal. You're allowed to do whatever you want to do. But you're asking me, and I'm saying, even if you're debt-free, walking around with no money in savings for emergencies, you are sending out an invitation that says, hey, Murphy, come mess up my life. If it can go wrong, it will. I have noticed that most often when I am broke is when crap breaks. Stuff seems to work better when I'm not broke. It's the weirdest thing. So no whining. No thumb sucking. Put on your big girl pants and finish the program. That's what you got to do. And it's good for you. When you're sitting there with $10,000 in the bank and you don't have any payments, then you're ready to go splurge a little bit. And if something breaks, you got $10,000, if some kind of a problem happens. It's after baby step 3 that you let your foot off the gas and you can go back out to eat. You can go on vacation. You can buy a couch. You can do whatever as long as you pay cash for it. But until you get there, your life is an emergency looking for a place to happen.